كان حلمك يشبه ضباط الأحلام ويروح ما بانت له.
Assalamu alaikum. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at something called Tanween. Now, in order to do that, let's have a recap of the lessons 12, 13, and 14, where we looked at the symbols called Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma. Now, the difference between these symbols and the new one is the fact that you have two Fathas, two Kasras, and two Dhammas, and these symbols are all called Tanween. So, if we take the first one here, the first one we have just one Fatha, it would be just Fatha, but when you have two, we add the word Tain, Fathatan, or Fathatan. Here we have two Dhammas, so we call it Dhammatan or Dhammatain. Two Kasras, Kasratain. So basically we just add a N at the end and it becomes An, Un, In. Okay, so repeat that. An, Un, In. So really this is an introduction to the N sound that will be coming up throughout your reading. Just one thing to note before I move on. This Fathatan, these Tanweens that you see, two Fathas, two Kasras, two Dhammas, you will only get them at the end of a word. You will not find them ever in between because these indicate the position in a sentence of each word. So if it's a noun, it will generally be these at the end of the word. If it is after a preposition, it's generally here. And if it's, so it's like nominative, accusative, genitive, that sort of thing. It's all to do with grammar, but you don't really need to know about the grammar behind it, but just to know that these are different on a word depending on where they fit in a sentence, and that's all grammar, but they will only ever be at the end of a word. And that we have is un, so making a noon sound here, un, in. Let's explain that a bit further. So we are looking at the first symbol in this lesson, which is the Fathatan. So we have two Fathas above the line that you can see here, and when we put these two above any of the letters, those letters, whatever the sound is, you just add the un sound at the end. Now, in addition, one thing to note is that with the Fathatan, generally you will always see an alif here, straight after the two fathas. So when you are looking at any letter, the letter would be here, the two fathas above, and then the alif after. Let's have a look at that by looking at the alphabet. So as you can see, we have the two fathas. Now with alif, you're not going to have another alif, so it's just one alif with the two fathas. Here, this would be the letter ba, but when you have a fathatan, then you put an alif straight after it, and they're always together. So we always have a tanween with an alif. As you can see, in all the cases, there is a tanween followed by an alif. This is exclusive to the fathatan, which is the two lines above the letter. It will not be the case when you have the dhamma or the kasra. So we're sticking with the fathatan here. So we have two fathas over the alif. So the sound here is a, but with two fathas, it becomes an. So the a part is still there, but you add the n at the end, an. So here, ba, but with the tanween, ba, with two fathatan, becomes ban. Ta, with two fathas, fathatan, becomes tan. So remember, we're just adding an an. So it's just rhyming with fun, bun, gun, run. It's just basically all words rhyming with those. So here we have un, bun, ton. This one here, tha, with tanween, fathatan, thun. Jim, tanween, fathatan, jan. Ha becomes han. Kha, heavy letter, becomes khon. Dal becomes done. Zal becomes Zun. And you, as you know, they're not joining, so these are non-joining letters, so there's a gap here when you add the alif. Ra, heavy letter, with fatha in particular, it's a heavy, so run. Make sure you make the ra heavy, run. Za, so ra, za, za, fathatan, zan. Sin, fathatan, san. Shin, fathatan, shan. Sad becomes son. Dad, don. Ta, ton. Va, one. Ain, an. Ghain, ghan. Fa, fan. Qaf, qan. Kaf, kan. Lam. Now here with the alif, lam with an alif looks like this. So when you look at this symbol, you have to recognize that there's a lam in there and an alif in there, but here they are joined. It's joining here with the lam. So this is lan, and you have to recognize this symbol to recognize this is lan. Mim, fathatan, man. Noon, nan. Ha, han. Wow, one. Ya, yan. So let's start again. An, an, an. Bun, bun, bun. Ta, tan, tan, tan. Sun, sun, sun. Jun, jun, jun. Han, han, han. Khun, khun, khun. Dan, dan, dan. Then, then, then. Run, run, run. Zen, z, make the B sound, z, zun, zun, zun. Sun, sun, sun. Shun, shun, shun. Sad, make it heavy. Son, son, son. Dad, make it heavy. Don, don, don. Da, make it heavy. Done. Da, make it sound da, da, da. Done, done, done. Va, another heavy. Va, to get the sound out right. Va, and then add the un. One, one, one. Ein. People have a tendency to make this heavy, but you've got to make sure it's always light. An, an, an. Rein, make that heavy. Ro, so you're making the back of your tongue. Ron, go up. Ron, ron. F, 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 fun, fun, fun. Qaf, qan, heavy. Qan, qan. Kaf is light. K, k, kan, kan, kan. Lam is light. Len, len, len. And remember, we'll only ever make the lam heavy in the word Allah. So in this case, you will never have this being heavy. So this is just len, len. Mim, m, man, man, man. Noon, n, none, none, none. Ha, h, h, h. Make it different to the h, which is like blowing into your glasses. This is the normal house. Hun, hun, hun. Wow, wa, wa, one, one, one. And ya, yan, yan, yan. Now I have explained to you that there is always an alif followed by, just after the fathatan, you will always have an alif. Actually, apart from the here, there's an exception here. And the other exceptions, so we have the hamza, as I mentioned in the alif, we have a hamza with a fathatan. If you have a hamza by an alif here, then you will not have an alif at the end here. And the same with this letter, which is a ta. This is normally at the end of a word. It's called ta marbuta. And when you see this, you will normally have the fathatan with no alif. And that's different to this ta here, which also makes the ta sound. But when you have this letter, then you do have the alif after it. But with this ta marbuta, which is at the end of a word, you will have a fathatan, then no alif will appear after it. That's just two exceptions to make note of, that there are no alifs after it. Apart from that, all the other letters do have an alif after it when you have these two lines here. So let's have a look at the letters within a word. So we're going to have a mixture of some fathas here, and then we have the tanween, fathatan, of the un sound. We're going to try and read these words. So just before we get started reading, a quick note to show this key here indicates that anything red is the heavy letter. So I've replaced the circles that I was putting in the previous examples with just a red note. So I'm trying to make it look more like how you would see when you're reading. You're not going to get circles for heavy letters. I'm still assisting you here by putting the red in for the time being, but eventually there'll be no assistance and you'll just have to just know which are heavy, which are light. But as we're still learning at this stage, I am giving you the red to indicate that they are heavy letters. So here we have Noon, Fathana, Sad, Fathasa, Nasa, Ba, Fathatan, Ban, Nasaban, Nasaban, Nasaban. So the next one. So we have Ain, Fatha, A, Jim, Fatha, Ja, Aja, Ba, Fathatan, Ban, Ajaban, Ajaban, Ajaban. Let's move on. So we have Qaf, Fatha, Qa, it's heavy. Sad, Fatha, Sa, Qa, Sa, Sad, Fathatan, San, Qa, Sa, San, Qa, Sa, San, Qa, Sa, San, Qa, Sa, San. Moving on. In this example, I wanted to show you that when you have one fatha followed by an alif, and you have two fathas followed by an alif, how would it look different or sound different? Here, we have to pronounce this alif sound. We will come to a lesson on this on its own, but just for the moment, just to show you the difference. With a fatha, it would be na, with an alif added to it. It becomes longer, so it becomes na. So we have noon, alif, fatha, na, ra, fathatan, run, now run. Okay, let's go to the next one. So here we have Sin, Fatha, Sa, Ba, Fatha, Ba, Sa, Ba, Sa, Ba, ba, fathatan, ban, sababan, 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 sababan. Okay, let's do the next one. Ain, fatha, a, jim, fatha, ja, aja, ba, fathatan, ban, ajaban, 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 ajaban. Okay. Mim, fatha, ma, dal, fatha, da, mada, mada, dal, fathatan, dan, mada, dan, mada, dan, mada, dan, madadan, madadan, madadan. Okay, moving on. Here, alif, fatha, a, mim, fatha, ma, ama, lam, fathatan, lan, amalan, amalan. And remember, this is at the end. So when you have an alam and alif at the end of a word, this is how your lam alif will look, which is a little bit different to how it was seen in the alphabet list that we just had earlier. This is a lam alif, which you'll have to get familiar with. So this is amalan, amalan, amalan. Okay, moving on. We have another one here with the lam alif again. And I just want to make this a bit smaller to show you the difference between the two. Here, this is ain, fatha, a, mim, fatha, ma, ama, lam, fathatan, lan, ama, lan, amalan, amalan, amalan. And now I want to show you the difference between these two. If you are very new to the Arabic alphabet, you're going to probably find it quite hard to pronounce this letter, which is at the really back in the middle of your throat. If you feel your throat, you can feel where the Adam's apple is moving, But if you're so new to it, it will probably sound more like because you're not familiar and used to saying that sound. You need to make a difference between a fatha with an alif and a fatha with a ayn. This is amalan and this is amalan. Amalan, amalan. They mean two completely different things. Okay, moving on. Sheen, fatha, sha, ba, fatha, ba, sha, ba. So there's no sort of the rhyming at the ending like This is and a ah. Okay, sha, ba, fathatan, ban, sha, ba, 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 ban. Okay, let's do this one. Ra, fatha, ra, it's heavy. Ra, sheen, fatha, sha, ra, sha, dal, fathatan, dan, ra, sha, 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 dan. Now to this one. Now here I have, up to now we've just been having all fathas. Now I'm introducing some of the other symbols that we have learnt, which in this case here are some dhammas. So, ha, dhamma, hu, this is the oo sound, and you can see there's a little round circle to remind you to circle your lips. Ha, dhamma, hu, za, dhamma, zu, hu, zu, waw, fathatan, wan, hu, zu, 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 wan. Moving on here, we have more other symbols again. So here we have the kasra, there's the ha, kasra, he. You have to really blow into your sunglasses to clean them. Ha, kasra, he. Make the difference between this and the other ha that we've just had. This one's a little bit more effort. You've got to really blow the air out of your chest. He. Wow, fatha, wa, he, wa, lam, alif, fathatan, lan. Now look here, this lam alif and this lam alif, I did say that they're at the end and this is how it looks, but actually this is when it's joining a previous letter. Here, when it's not joining a previous letter, that's when we use this form of lam alif, and this one when it's joined. So joined, no join. Okay? So this is lan, lan. So we have he, wa, lan, he, wa, lan, he, wa, lan. So here we have the letter ka, which is how it looks at the beginning. So ka, fatha, ka, ذال كسر ذي كذي با فتة بن كذيبا كذيبا كذبا كذبا كذبا. And we have noon, dhamma, nu. Remember, circle the lips. Nu. Za, dhamma, zu. Nuzu. Lam, alif, fathatan, lan. So, lam, fathatan, lan. Nuzulan. 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 Nuzulan, Nuzulan. And lastly, just two letters here. This is the different ha, the one that's easier to pronounce. Ha, dhamma, hu. Circle your lips. Hu. Dal, fathatan, dan. Hudan. 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 And that's it, there we have it. So have a practice of these letters yourself, see how you go, and try and familiarise yourself before the next lesson where we will be looking at two kasras, which we will call kasratan. Just a quick request before I go. Please could you comment below to let me know how you're finding these videos, to see if there's anything I need to change, or, you know, are you actually learning from them? Are they effective? Are we making progress? Or how much time you're spending? Any advice? Any tips for other people? And also just let me know if I need to modify the videos in any way. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing it to other people who you know who could benefit from these videos, or if you would put your thumbs up and like the videos so that I know that you are enjoying them and getting some use out of them. And don't forget to subscribe, because then you get the videos directly to you every time I upload. جزاك الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
ما كان حلمك يشبه ضباط الأحلام.